Now, when you say cup, Swami will say styrofoam. That's why I say. Hey, you are taking my word? No, no way. No way. Hey, I've traveled all the way from India here. I have seen cultures, civilizations, I have seen mountains and valleys and whatnot and people, all kinds. Therefore, you can't take the word from my mouth. This is styrofoam. Either both of us are wrong. Remember the drill. This is a very important drill. Either both of us are wrong, or both of us, no, one is right, the other is wrong, or both of us are right, or then the other. Great, great. Now look. Now, both of us are not wrong. Okay. Both of us, therefore, are right. When both of us are right, then it's not one is right, one is wrong, it is not true. Both of us are not wrong. Both of us are right, but not like, so like it is not like cup and styrofoam are not they are not synonyms. They are not synonyms for both of us to be equally right. And therefore, when you say cup, now look here. When you say cup is, I say styrofoam is, both of us refer the same object by two different words. By two different words. When we refer the same object by two different words, and both of us are right, then one should be more right than the other. When you say cup, what do you mean? The cup, is there an object cup? I have already covered it by styrofoam. Where is cup? There is no such thing as cup. Now look here. Tell me whether there is cup. That's why, now look. What is this? You tell me. What is this one? Styrofoam. Who is more correct? Yeah. When the cup was, I said styrofoam, correct. When the cup is not, styrofoam is. Therefore, I am more correct. Now look. Now look. Where did the cup go? Where did the cup go? Cup is dead. What are you talking? Do you know the Indian rope trick? This is better than that. This is a good old Indian trick, I tell you. They have been telling this for ages, my dear sirs, for ages. There is no such thing as cup, sir. Cup is there all right for practical purpose. When you use the word cup, you take it as though it is an object. It is a word which indicates a substantive. Do you know a substantive? A substantive is the locus which takes attributes. An object is called a substantive which has attributes. Now, when you use the word cup, you take it as a substantive. And styrofoam becomes what? An adjective to the cup. To differentiate it from a silver cup, from a paper cup, from a china cup, and this one is a styrofoam cup. Amazing. But in fact, is there a substantive, an object for the word cup? Tell me. Is there a substantive? You say, this is table. No, this is a desk, okay? This is a desk. You say this is a desk. Now I ask you, what is this one? What is this one? Tell me. What is this one? Swami always has this because he's a little shaky, you know. Some security. Some people, you know, nervous in talking. Swami is nervous and therefore he wants to hold on to something to talk. Because such an enlightened audience in front of me, how can I talk? And therefore I hold on to it. What is this? It's a perspective. This is, we have to find a word for blessed thing. So we don't have a word for it. And therefore, what do you think? Teaching is not ordinary joke. Now is the table. All that is here is wood, nothing else. It is all wood. What do you mean by table or desk? A form. It is not a substantive. You are, by the name cup, you have only a form to refer. You don't have an object to refer. Understand? You don't have an object to refer. Only form to refer. Where is my magic? You have got only a form to refer. You don't have an object to refer. Therefore, what is the creation here? The creation was name. The name in the beginning was the word cup. And the word was with the maker. The manufacturer. Because the cup, the word means knowledge. There was some cup knowledge. In the cup knowledge was with the cup maker. And the knowledge was never separate from consciousness, from awareness. Okay? In the beginning there was word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. And all the creation is about this cup, which is useful. I told you I drank water, which carries water. Don't say this is a useless creation. This is not delusion, as some people say. Illusion. It is not illusion. It is not delusion. Nor it is something which is a substantive, like the styrofoam. And therefore, I will use the word sat to what? To styrofoam. Because cup is, styrofoam is. Cup is not, styrofoam is. Therefore, what is invariable is sat, satyam and what is variable, which is useful, which is not something that is delusion or illusion or useless, because an illusory cup will not hold water, but it holds water. But if you say the cup is a real thing, that holds no water. That holds no water, sir. That holds no water. Now, we use the word cup as a substantive and styrofoam as an adjective. It is the other way about. It is a styrofoam in the form of a cup. Therefore, you should say cuppy styrofoam. Cuppy styrofoam. When you make a cup as an adjective, what will you do? You have to do something, you know. Couply, you can say cuppy is better. So cuppy styrofoam. Then similarly, this becomes what? This is what? Chainy gold. There is chainy gold, bangly gold, ringy gold, ear-ringy gold, nose-ringy gold. That should be more appropriate. But then, look, if it is taken as chainy gold, then gold is one. Chains can be many. How many are there? 100,000 chains plus the gold is equal to what? 1 gold. 1 ton gold, 1 gold in the form of 100,000 chains is equal to 1. This is Indian mathematics. 1 plus 100,000 is 1. These great fellows, I tell you, they said that and got away with it. Vacharambanam vikaro namadeyam mrittiketyeva satyam. All of earth of clay, hundreds and different types of earthen wares, means pots and lids and cups and various things were made. But there is only one clay. Therefore, 1 plus many is equal to what? 1. And that is called non-dual. Understand? Non-dual is not blanketing duality. It is not swallowing duality. It does not really deny your perception. In spite of all chains that I see, there is only one vision of gold. Therefore, gold is satyam. And the chains are not totally useless. They are not illusory. They are not delusory. They are what? They are mithya. Do you understand the third word? Sat, asat, in between what? Mithya. The world is. Awareness is or not? Is. The world is not. Awareness is. Therefore, time, space and situation is mithya. And you are what? Awareness, satyam. Therefore, the world depends upon you. You depend upon what? Yourself, which is not dependence. You throw on your own lap, which is not dependence. Therefore, you are independent. You are not one of the things in the world. You are not one of those things in the world, whereas all the things that make the world depends upon you. Don't ask me, so what? You understand what a difference? It's a change in the table. You always think that you are isolated from everything else. Taking you as the physical body and simple, this pokey little mind, and then you say that I am this fellow, means you are going to be isolated by overwhelming world. Definitely what? If you think that you are a chain, the chain what the thing is a chain, definitely it will have a lot of problems. There will be a chain of problems.
Somebody still, before styrofoam came, there were cups.
There were not cups. Where are the cups?
Before styrofoam came, there were cups made of different materials, right?
No, that's not the point. Okay. I'm not talking of that. Okay. Any material, again, that material you have to take. That material. That's why I said, cup is a form is there already. Therefore, you can make that cup in any particular metal. That is why cup is only a form. We have a cup as a form.
The form can predate a particular form.
Yeah. That form can be of any substantive. It can be of a styrofoam, I told that. It can be of clay. It can be of any brass metal. It can be of gold. It can be of silver. It can be anything. And therefore, generally, in language, what we do, we say to distinguish one cup from another, we use the substantive as an adjective, the adjective as a substantive. We are constrained to use it, okay? That is why I said that kapi, instead of saying kapi silver, we say, instead of saying kapi silver, we say silver cup. It has to distinguish one cup from the other. But that is only convenience. Yeah. Function.
In other words, each object has one function.
Function, yeah.
Also one substance.
Yeah.
So, can be taken just the substance alone, disregarding completely?
No, you cannot. You need a disregard at all. We can take it. Why? Because when it takes up reality, when it comes to reality, we are dealing with realities now. We are not dealing with usefulness. Okay. We are dealing with realities. When we are dealing with realities, definitely one depends upon the other, and therefore the invariable factor is called satyam, the variable factor is called mithya, useful. That's all the point. What is useful is mithya. Any one thing you take, it is the same. Cloth you take, it is the same. Car you take, which is car. What is useful is car, a particular function, in a particular form. The rubber is not car, the air is not car, the steel is not car, the plastic is not car, water is not car, gas is not car, put together is not car again. But function. They are put together in a form so that there is a function. We call it a car. By common acceptance, we call it a car. Car is a name which has a certain form to function, a functionary form. We'll talk about that later. Now the question of realities, where the world is, I is. The world is not, I is. And therefore, if I take myself to be, the chain were to take itself a chain, definitely other chains it is not. All other ornaments of gold it is not. Therefore it will have a smallness. The chain realizes the fact, now look, realizes the fact that I am gold, then it can afford to be a chain. It is so free. Freedom is not isolation. And therefore it is so free that it can afford to be a ring or a chain or a bangle. It sports the form of a chain. It's happy being a chain. Because the other one also is me anyway. And therefore, otherwise, the chain will always be jealous of the ring. I wish I were the ring. chain's problem. You'll see the chain of problems now. See, I wish I were the ring. As a chain, nobody looks at me. After all, what I am, chain as an ornament, I must show myself off. But I always get lost with all this. And therefore with all the clothes. Therefore I have no job satisfaction. And what a place to be. Most suffocating place. No fresh air at all. When did I breathe fresh air? Never. Whenever I am free, I am in the bathroom steaming like anything. And so again I get into this. And therefore I never. And if I am anywhere out, then they put me in a locker. And there is not even, at least here, some kind of air is there. There is not even air. All stinking. They either put me in a locker or put me somewhere in the bathroom, amidst the steam, all the time sauna for me. And again, so when I come out, I am lost in these wraps. And therefore, what a destiny, what a wrap of a destiny I have. Look at the ring. It is always in the public gaze. Breathes fresh air. Everybody asks about the ring. Hey, when did you get this ring? It's very nice. And it's always out. It enjoys the sun and stars. Everything. Wonderful. I wish I were the ring. Do you know the ring's problem is a chain of problems? The ring thinks, my God, look at the chain. It is at the coziest place available. So close to the heart. I am given to winter. No sweater for me. If at all I get anything, I am completely covered. Nobody sees me, the fellow wears gloves. Again a problem. If he doesn't wear gloves, I am given to all winter and summer. Rain or whatnot, well, I have to suffer. And this fellow, all the time is so careless. When he washes his hands, and every time he puts a scratch on me. And this fellow is so much, you read, obsessed with the microbes. He washes his hands 100 times a day. He shakes hands with somebody, then he washes his hands. And that kind of a fellow. So this is how many scratches I have got. Once upon a time you must have seen me. What a round, soft, chubby ring I was. Now, emaciated, scratchy, a rough ring. At this rate, I will erase myself from the surface of the earth. I wish I were the chain. Suppose they are switched. Okay? God listened to the prayers and switched them. And gave them the knowledge of the previous birth also. Therefore, when the ring became the chain said, wonderful. Wow, this is what I wanted. Until the woman began sweating. What? This is not the place I wanted. Then all the problems. Nobody looks at me. What? So in summer it is all sweat. In winter it is invisible. Nobody looks at me. Think of that. What a life. What a life. So I think even few scratches are better because at least I can breathe fresh air. As long as you live happily, looking at the stars. I don't know where are the stars. How can I look up? He has got such a big chin and whatnot. I can't look up or anything. And therefore, well, the ring thought, wonderful. The chain who became the ring. Wow, nice to be the ring. Everybody looks at me. Until the fellow washed his hands. And he says, what? I am not used to this. I am used to a cozy place. I come from a different class. What are you doing here? You are treating me like I'm a labor class fellow. I come from a higher class. I was always up above. And here, what are you? Don't treat me like this. Again, the fellow washes his hands. Think of that. Then the ring says, I wish I were the chain. Therefore, what should we do now? What should we do now? Make the chain and ring realize they are gold. This is called self-realization. It is not becoming. The chain doesn't become gold. Chain is gold. The chain does not travel to become gold. Dive deep within. In deep meditation. Go within and then come up with the treasure of gold. The chain is told, hey, come on, meditate. You go inside yourself and then go and pick up the gold and come out. And the chain listens and does it also. Idiotic chain and an idiotic guru also. And think of that. This is a parampara. And therefore, chain, you are gold. Tatu tvamasi. That thou art. That gold out of which all ornaments ever came. And by which all of them are sustained. And to which they all go back. Yatova imani bhutani jayante. Yena jatani jivanti. Yasmin prayantabhisham vishanti. Tad vijijñāsasva, tat swarnamiti. From out of which all these ornaments came, by which all are sustained, and to which all go back, the golden ornaments. Understand? That you are. The present chain is told. The present chain is told. This has a date of birth. This has got a horoscope. Saturn is malefic. Jupiter is benefic. And all the problems are there for that. Therefore, it can be in a wrong place. This is in a wrong place. Because I don't wear it. I only carry it for my example. Must be happy, I suppose. Anyway, occasionally it comes out. Otherwise, it is lying down all the time. Nobody cares. Occasionally it comes out. Then it feels nice. I am in the public case. Wonderful. I say this chain may have its own destiny. But then, just to think of that. And therefore, if the chain has a mind, all this problem will be there. Because it doesn't have a mind, no problem. We'll talk about that later. And therefore, this is what they call self-realization. It is not reaching out or reaching in. It is neither within nor without. Gold is not outside the chain, nor inside the chain. It is gold. Chain is gold. The shine of chain is gold. The weight of chain is gold. And similarly, the world is awareness, limitless, time-wise, space-wise. Awareness is. The world is not limitless, space-wise, time-wise. Awareness is. Therefore, you are everything. There is no isolation. So what question doesn't arise? Because everybody feels isolated. Everybody wants to prove to be somebody. There is nobody to prove. Because you are everything else. And therefore there is nobody to prove. You need not prove to anybody. You are everything. And therefore, this is the basis of the so-called creation. And thus the 15th chapter opens with the creation likened to a beautiful tree, and we will see that tomorrow. Thank you.